We get this done by working together as a team.
Jeez, bub. Keep buzzing in my ear.
X-Men '97 turned out to be one of the most surprising Marvel shows to hit Disney+, and honestly, I couldn't be happier that Season 3 is already in production, even though Season 2 hasn't even come out yet. The show picks up right where the 1990s animated series left off, bringing back a bunch of the original voice cast, and it ended Season 1 with a seriously exciting cliffhanger that's setting up even bigger things for Season 2. With so many interesting characters and wild storylines still ahead, it's hard not to get hyped about how Seasons 2 and 3 will build off each other. Streaming shows have had a tough time staying consistent when it comes to releasing new seasons. Even though the MCU has exploded with both live-action and animated series, it's been pretty rare to see a second season come out without a long wait. But things might finally be shifting. Shows like Daredevil Born Again seem to be setting the tone for a more steady schedule, and it's looking like X-Men '97 is riding that same wave. It's a good sign for fans who have been craving some consistency. When X-Men '97 Season 1 dropped, it didn't just make a splash, it broke records. Revisiting all the iconic characters and stories from the 90s, it pulled in over 5 million views in just its first 5 days. On top of that, it scored a stunning 99% positive rating on Rotten Tomatoes. So it wasn't just the fans who loved it, critics were totally on board too. And the excitement didn't fade after the premiere either. The viewership stayed strong the whole season. Because of all that, the buzz for the show's return in 2026 is absolutely massive. Season 1 ended with the X-Men scattered across different points in time, which naturally left fans with a lot of questions heading into Season 2. The hints about characters like Apocalypse and all the mystery around Gambit's fate have kept everyone on edge. What's really exciting, though, is that the creative team has already been given the green light for even more storytelling, with Season 3 officially moving forward. It shows just how much faith Marvel has in this show, and that kind of trust usually leads to even better storytelling. Knowing that Season 3 is already in the works makes watching Season 2 even more exciting. It means the writers don't have to rush to wrap everything up. So instead of cramming a bunch of plot lines into one season, they can actually slow down and let the stories breathe. That's something that's been missing from a lot of Marvel shows lately, and it's refreshing to see X-Men '97 break that trend. The wait for Season 2 has definitely been tough, but at least we know there won't be endless gaps between seasons this time. The fact that the team has the time and space to flesh things out properly is a huge relief. And because the show's timeline got completely shaken up by the events of Season 1, there's a lot of rich ground to cover, even revisiting parts of the original '90s series in new ways. Villains like Apocalypse could get explored from different angles, which sounds like an incredible opportunity. Plus, having at least 3 seasons gives X-Men '97 an edge that a bunch of other Marvel shows never really got. A lot of MCU series have barely made it past 1 season, with rare exceptions like Loki squeezing out a second. That one-and-done approach worked for some projects, but for others, it felt like they barely scratched the surface before wrapping up. Thankfully, Marvel seems to be leaning into a more traditional TV structure now, and X-Men '97 could really benefit from that. Because when a show has more seasons, it doesn't have to focus only on one massive storyline. It can actually take time to dig into different characters and give them the attention they deserve. With such a big team, Rogue, Wolverine, Cyclops, Gambit, and so many others, it's crucial that everyone gets their moment to shine. More episodes means more chances to explore these fan favorites, and that helps the world of the X-Men feel as big and alive as it should. There's already been a lot of talk about how X-Men '97 set up a bunch of interesting new directions, including the possibility of forming new teams. Even though Season 2 is still a ways off, it feels like Marvel is laying the groundwork for something really big. Honestly, with such a strong creative team and some truly great takes on these characters, there's a real chance this series could become a regular thing, maybe even dropping new seasons every year. One of the characters who could really get more time to shine in Season 2 is Bishop. In the original 90s series, Bishop popped in and out, helping the X-Men fix timelines. But in X-Men 97 Season 1, he didn't get a ton of screen time. He was there at the beginning, left the team pretty early on, and only showed up briefly at the end to help set up the next phase of the story. Actor Isaac Robinson Smith, who voices Bishop, actually talked about this in an interview at Multicon Los Angeles Wildfire Benefit earlier this year. He mentioned that he's hoping Season 2 dives deeper into Bishop's background. Since Bishop is a man out of time, someone who doesn't really belong anywhere, there's a lot of emotional weight to his character that hasn't been fully explored yet. Smith even said he's been reading the comics to get a better sense of Bishop's larger story because he really wants to bring more depth to the role. He pointed out that even though Bishop's past is messy, given all the time travel, there's still a lot they could tap into for Season 2. He's hoping to show more of Bishop's feelings and the struggles he faces as a man without a true home. There was even some talk about the old X-Men Blue Team and Gold Team setups from the 90s comics. If X-Men 97 were to split into different team shows, Smith said he'd love for Bishop to be part of the Gold Team. He admitted he's still doing his homework on that part of the lore, but he's definitely excited about any opportunity to do more with the character. It makes sense, too. Bishop has always been a fascinating character because of how much he's seen. Dystopian futures, broken timelines, the works. In X-Men 97, his journey started with him being stranded in the present after his time travel device broke. He helped the team save Nathan Summers and even took him to the future to find a cure for a deadly virus. Then he reappeared at the end of Season 1 to warn Forge that the X-Men were stuck across different eras. Although Bishop didn't have a huge arc in Season 1, Season 2 could be a real turning point for him. With the team lost across time, Bishop might be the only one who has a shot at bringing everyone back together. Because he can travel through time, he could be the linchpin the team desperately needs. Marvel has been teasing bits and pieces about what's coming in X-Men 97 Season 2 at events like San Diego Comic-Con and D23, and one interesting hint came from Brad Winderbaum, the head of Marvel Streaming, Television, and Animation. He suggested that new superhero teams could show up in the next season, ones that stick with the X theme from the comics. All in all, X-Men 97 feels like it's building towards something much bigger. With the promise of at least 3 seasons, more character focus, and the potential for new teams, the show isn't just a nostalgic trip, it's setting up an entire era of storytelling that could rival the best Marvel has to offer. If Season 1 was just the beginning, then Seasons 2 and 3 are going to be something really special. And if Bishop finally gets the spotlight he deserves along the way, that's just the cherry on top. And that's what we have to say about Season 2 and 3. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.